Melissa's here. Let's go get in. Hello, what's up?
You said number 2.
Maybe we're not number 2.
You're number
No, that's 2.
Okay.
We knocked, and there's like little
This
dogs.
old Italian guy, like
Yeah.
3 little dogs.
He's like, oh no, or do it.
What's up? Nice to finally meet
nice
you,
to
huh?
finally meet you too.
What's up, gentlemen? What's
Yeah.
up, John? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I feel like I already know you
What's up,
though,
dude?
social media. It's funny that
The
way.
power of Instagram. So you guys were just at GLT.
Got
Okay,
stranded there because we didn't know that the last boat left at 3 and we were like with a group of 30 people, and then as soon as we got there it was like 2:30 already and we were about to eat, and then they were like, oh, the next boat or the last boat leaves at 3. So we were literally stranded on
And
this
you guys were
island.
stuck.
Yeah.
So did
we
you
were
stay the
stuck-
night?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We found a random hotel and we were like, oh, we need like 17 rooms.
Yeah.
Can you accommodate us?
No big deal.
So-
So I wanted to talk to you about what you actually do, because there's so many people that like I see online talking about like Shopify stores, Amazon stores, but I have no idea what the
How
fuck that even means.
world work. So what I do is I actually build brands from scratch,
Mhm.
and I'll do everything from the product sourcing, product development to the branding,
Yeah.
and then I launch it using Amazon's platform.
Okay.
So it's a unique, I guess, strategy that we use to launch these brands. A lot of people will go through things like crowdfunding platforms, or they'll launch it on a Shopify website, which we do have. Like for
Mhm.
each of the brands, we have our own website that we can sell through. But essentially, we figure out the algorithm on how Amazon's algorithm works, figure out how to position products for specific keywords. It's like SEO basically, but for people that want to buy stuff,
Yeah.
right? So it's Amazon's literally a search engine for people that buy shit.
Cool.
So-
I'm gonna cut you off right
Yeah.
there. If you guys want to watch this episode about what that was, stay tuned for Make Monday Great Again, the podcast. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright, what's up guys? Cameron Foose here with Make Monday Great Again. Today, we're going to talk about e-commerce, Amazon with Melissa over here. Like, this is something that I've always been kind of interested in. Like, I've never even researched it at all, so I have no idea what you do. All I see is other people doing this, like on Instagram, or I'll see ads or stuff on Facebook or whatever, but I have absolutely no clue what you guys do, but I'm interested. I wanted to hear more about it. Like, I've seen Ty Lopez talk about it. I've seen like other bigger people talk about it as well. So I come from the side of just selling digital products and services, where it's all digital. There's no physical product. There's no like physical overhead. There's no like cost basis of, okay, I'm selling a physical product. There's obviously cost to purchase this and the cost or whatever my margin is to sell that. So first of all, what exactly is it that you do, and how does that actually work from a standpoint of turning it into a company?
Yeah, so I guess I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum of what you do. You said you sell digital products, we actually sell physical products.
Yeah.
So there's a couple different ways that you can go about it. Now, all the guys that you probably see telling you to swipe up, buy their course on dropshipping.
All the ads.
Yeah, all the ads on Shopify dropshipping. That's one of the most popular ways of going about e-commerce, but what people don't really know is that there's actually multiple different ways that you can sell online.
Yeah.
Of course, which is the crazy part about this whole industry. So what I do is I actually sell on Amazon's platform. I leverage their infrastructure. So we basically we piggyback on what they already have established. So like their fulfillment centers, their customer service, basically just taking advantage of what they
They're
already
kind of like
have
the
in
middleman,
place.
and you're just selling a product.
Exactly,
too.
yeah. So we build brands from scratch, everything from the pipeline of the product development, everything from the branding, and literally just build a brand. So we incorporate it, we file trademarks and everything, and then we use Amazon's platform to launch these products.
Yeah.
So if you understand SEO, it makes it a little bit easier to launch these products. So we've basically figured out, I guess, the secret sauce on how to rank products so that they're showing up for the first keyword.
As in rank products on Amazon.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Amazon is like a search engine for people that just want to buy stuff, right? When you go to Google, you search how to use these products, or you're basically doing your preliminary research on Google, and then you go on Amazon to actually buy it.
Yeah.
So people come on Amazon ready to buy.
Yeah.
So it's
They're
the
already
best
ready to go.
platform. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
People have Prime account set up, they're ready with their one-click buy. Like it's just set up for you to succeed.
Yeah. So when you talk about building a brand, but you're not necessarily selling your own product.
It is our own product, actually. But
So what is it?
yeah, so what I do is actually private labeling or white labeling. And basically what that is you find someone who already, again, has an established facility or a manufacturing facility, and they can make your products for you, but you're putting your brand on it. So
Okay.
it is your product, you're buying product up front. It's not like dropshipping where you basically buy product when people are purchasing from you already or right away. So we actually have to buy it up front. So that's the main cost of your of starting a store.
So give me an example of a product, something that you have done in the past. Like, is it like some shorts and you like put a label on it and you're like, this is my short brand, we sell it on Amazon?
That's
like,
pretty much how white labeling works, yeah. So we sell a bunch of things in the beauty space, the health space, like supplements. So I'll give you an example. One of the products we sell is like an oil. It's an organic castor oil. What we do is we put our branding on it, but we go through our manufacturer to get all of these certifications. So like our USDA certified organic stamp, which we can actually use for our brand.
Yeah.
And just leverage what they already have in place. They already have all the people ready to fill the bottles, to put the labels on. We just ship them all the components, and then they ship it directly to Amazon. Amazon sends it to the customer when they buy it.
So essentially, it's like having a merch program. Like if I want to do merch for clothing through like Represent or something, that
Right.
all I do is put my logo on it. They handle all the fulfillment, the shipping, the selling, and all that. So that's kind of like what you do, but for a multitude of products.
Yeah, exactly.
So how exactly did you get into this? Was there somebody doing it that you're like, I like the sound of that, what they're doing, like that inspired me to get it started in this? Or like, how did you fall into this niche of doing this?
Great question. So my background is actually in sales. I got my first sales job when I was 12 years old. I used to go door to door selling newspaper subscriptions at 12, and from there I kind of just was so fascinated by the psychology of why people buy things. So I was in car sales. I sold for Nissan, for BMW, used car dealership, and just like learning.
You were a used
what-
car salesman.
Not like one of those sleazy car salesmen, though. Car saleswoman. But yeah, basically just learning why people buy, why people make decisions.
You're learning the
sort of like-
psychology of it.
Exactly, like it's exactly what you do with trading, right? Understanding the psychology of trading. I don't have to tell you that, but I actually used to trade a little bit of forex too and some crypto, and just understanding like support and resistance and like why people buy.
It's
like,
all
the
supply and
patterns.
demand, and understanding the psychology behind the supply and demand, and being able to take advantage of that.
Like a lot of people will buy or sell based on fear or greed, right? So
it's all run on emotions.
Yeah.
That's how the stock market moves.
exactly.
Emotions.
So I took that knowledge of why people buy, and I decided, you know what, why don't we translate that into the online space? So I was doing a bit of affiliate marketing. I did a bunch of online stuff. I got a taste of internet money, and I was like, okay, I'm hooked. What can I do to make money online?
Yeah, and kind of the freedom. Like, I think in your bio it says it's like, one of the things I do is chase infinity pools or something. So you're based in Canada, but you're traveling a lot, or I feel like you're traveling a lot. What do you, and so you're just able to work from anywhere, just like I do as well.
It's very remote work, so that's the beauty of e-commerce, right? As long as you have an internet connection and a laptop or a phone, you can send emails from anywhere in the world. Obviously, time difference in Bali is a little bit difficult when I'm
12
trying to
hours opposite of, I think, Toronto. And New York.
Right, exactly. So we're actually on a huge trip right now. We were in Dubai last week. Today, or this week, we were in Bali. Tomorrow, we're leaving for Singapore. Then we're going to Thailand, Vietnam, China for Canton Fair, and then Sweden. And
What's the
home.
Canton Fair? That's not where they eat dogs.
No,
right?
no. I love dogs.
Me too.
Not eating them, but I love them.
But yeah, what is the Canton Fair?
The Canton Fair is like a huge manufacturing, import and export fair that they have in Asia or in China, Guangzhou, China, 2 times a year. So usually April and October. And it's basically hundreds, even thousands of vendors. They all have their own spot where they can show you what they're manufacturing, what they're capable of manufacturing.
And this is all like potential products that you could be selling on Amazon?
Yeah, and it's kind of like seeing into the future a little bit, because you can actually find products there and then take it back to North America and basically, figure out this is going to sell if we brand it this way. We're going to bring it back, run all the ads, do the branding, everything else, and then basically you can launch a business quite simply just from finding inspiration over there.
And so when you're talking about building a brand for someone to sell stuff on Amazon, do you actually have a physical website for that, or is it like an Amazon account that you're building for them? Or like, how does that work? Is there an Instagram account? Is there a YouTube? Is that any of that social media marketing aspect involved? Or like, what's the process for setting up a store for like this?
Yeah, so most of the stores I do through a partnership basis, and it's been through either word of mouth, like referral business, or through my personal branding. People see what I do, they're kind of interested, and then basically what we do is we will partner up with people to help them through an incubation type program and help them launch it from basically start to finish.
Yeah.
Launch it from start to scale, right? So it's usually through Instagram. We do have our own website, but because we get a lot of people reaching out, we kind of had to slow it down because we do it in phases. So we'll take applications. So we did our first cohort, which was a group of a group of 3, and then our second cohort, which was a group of 4.
What's a cohort?
Cohort is just like a group, so like a mentorship type program, but we usually select a handful of people. So it's not like everyone can do it, because it does take a certain person to be able to like be a CEO of that company, or someone that's actually willing to learn the skills that it takes to actually build a brand, and people understand it's a long-term game, and it's not like you get rich overnight, or you can't put a store up in one day. Right?
And that's what most people think. Or if you see an Instagram ad, it's usually first thought is like, this is bullshit, get rich quick scheme, they're selling you a course around something. But a lot of it's, the thing that's interesting me about Instagram ads or Facebook ads is that you sometimes have to do something stupid or crazy just to get people's attention, because there's so much, it's hard to get people's attention now. So a lot of people do these ads that like look over fluffed instead of being authentic about what it really is. But
15
there's no
seconds to have your attention, so they use a Lambo.
You can't really do much, like what do you do? I've tried all the Lambo stuff, like I really don't like that image anymore. Like I've been down that path, and it's just like, I just feel like it's also played out as well for your advertising. But yeah, that's really interesting, because I've always seen it, but I've never asked a question to somebody that's been doing it, but like, what the fuck do you even do? Because I don't know, but I see people doing this.
Yeah, well, what I do is very different from the dropshipping world. Like I have a lot of friends that do it, and it is...
So dropshipping, give me some clarity behind what dropshipping is compared to what you do.
Yeah, so dropshipping, you don't actually have to purchase any upfront inventory. Most people will sell products that already exist from another company, but they'll find a vendor or a manufacturer, usually through like AliExpress, and what they'll do is they'll set up a Shopify store, a website, like a storefront. They run ads to that store. They have a couple of products that they run these ads to, and whenever someone purchases from their store, they don't have any inventory, but they order it from their supplier, and they ship it directly to the customer.
So that's, you don't have any inventory at any time. It's just on-demand purchase and out. So with you, do you have inventory or no?
We do, yeah.
You do have inventory. So does that also, what's the benefit of that? Or is it putting more risk because you have to deal with, what if nobody buys this inventory?
Right, there's always going to be a risk in any business, but we have calculated strategies that we use to pinpoint profitable products that are going to sell on Amazon. So for the most part, our product research has to be very on point to make sure that, okay, we know this is going to sell, this is how many people are actually searching for it, this is how many people are actually buying it. Can we take a percentage of that, of those sales, by positioning it better, having better packaging, better branding, whatever it is. So we buy inventory up front, send it to Amazon, and it poses a little bit of a risk, but like it's still inventory that you own. You can still sell through it, unless it expires or something. But for the most part, like it's still liquidable. Like, you can still wholesale it if it ends up being a flop. Like there's so many ways that you can actually get rid of it. Or one little tip that people use is sometimes they'll donate it, and then it's a write-off, right? So there's a couple of different ways that you can deal with inventory that you have that's stuck or not sellable, or you can't sell. But for the most part, if you're really good at ads, you could probably sell through. So that's essentially the difference. Like we have inventory, dropshippers don't, but the main benefit is you own your brand. It's your brand. You can go off and sell it for an 8-figure exit if you wanted to, if you have the sales velocity, and people will actually buy it. Because a lot of people are investing or purchasing Amazon stores now. It's a hot commodity.
An Amazon store. I want an Amazon store.
Not really an Amazon store, but like a brand. It's like a brand in a box with a pretty logo.
What could I sell? I'm gonna sell.
You can sell
I'm
everything.
gonna sell everything. My body. My
That's
life.
what Jeff Bezos said when he created Amazon. I would sell everything. Well, he started with books.
It's the everything store.
Yeah, it's the everything
Yeah.
store. A to Z.
Cool. Well, I think that's about a wrap for today's episode, guys. That was really cool to kind of get some more clarity on what exactly you do and how that is an opportunity. How can people find you on the interwebs?
So you can connect with me on Instagram. It's just at Melissa with one S because my mom spelled my name wrong on my birth certificate. So
How did you get that username?
how did I get it? I don't know if I can share that.
Because I've been trying to go through some loopholes to get Foos.
I might be able to get it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk behind the camera.
I know it's. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's an underground world. You just need to know someone that knows someone
Yeah.
that can get you that name.
Yeah. I just had some issues with my Instagram being gone for
Yes.
3 weeks, and so there was some wormholes that I had to crawl through.
Absolutely. But you got it back.
Yeah, it's back. Anyways, guys, if you like this episode, like, comment, subscribe, give her a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Instagram at Cameron.Foos. I'm back in the game, back on the gram. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.
Forex.